New day, new BMW problems, am I right? So today we are having even more problems with the BMW, which I'm sure a lot of you guys are surprised at after the maintenance cost video where I showed you guys that we've dumped over what $20,000 in this thing as it is on maintenance. This thing is still having more problems. Now basically the problem we have today is well, about 10,000 miles ago, the suspension on the passenger side in the front started making really weird noises as it went over bumps. I've tried recording it for you guys in the past, but the cameras just won't pick up the noise. I don't know why, but believe me, when you go over bumps, it like creaks and rattles when you go only on this side. And I've been telling the BMW techs for the past 2 oil changes, so the past 10,000 miles, hey guys, take a look at the suspension on the passenger side. It's making weird noises, you know, because they do a complimentary inspection, you know. And they don't really inspect anything. They just shine a flashlight around, and that's kind of it. But so yeah, they've done it twice now, and both times they tell me, Cam, there's nothing to worry about. The suspension looks perfect, right? Well, they never fixed it over 10,000 miles, and now we can see the results of something in the suspension being messed up. Jordan, come on, let's show them. So here we can see what the tire tread looks like on the side with good suspension where nothing's going on. You see how it's nice, even wear all along the tire, right? Can they see all that? There's still a decent amount of tread everywhere. Now let's look at the passenger side where the suspension has been screwed up. I've been trying to tell them it's screwed up, but nobody listens to me. Look, you might want to turn on the flashlights for this one. Here we go. Look at that. Can you guys see that? This is all bald. All of it, right? And there's tread back here, right? There's normal tread way back here. Okay, yeah, it is. Okay. And on the outside, it's completely bald and naked. So now what we get to do is we're going to go to the BMW. I'm running an hour late to my appointment, but we got to go run to BMW and have them take a look at the suspension. And we're going to try to figure out what's wrong with the suspension, get it fixed. And then I bought all new tires all around because right now it's running on run flats, which is what it came with when we bought it 2-3 years ago. And those things suck. And now we're going to replace them with nice, normal rubber tires. And what do we have on it right now? We have, I think they're Bridgestones. Right now we're working with Bridgestone Dueler HPs, and they are extremely horrible. It rides like garbage. It makes a road noise 10 times worse than it has to be, and it sucks in the snow and the ice. And so now, like I said, normal rubber tires. I got Continental Extreme Contact DWS06s. I get all my tires from Tire Rack. There's only 2 companies that even made tires this wide. Look at how wide these things are, guys. These are the rear tires. These are, dude, they're 300 something. They're pretty wide. They're 315/35 R20s. So this thing's riding on X5M wheels. So of course we do have to get X5M tires, and they are some chunky boys. But so like I said, I'm running an hour late to my BMW appointment. We're gonna go there. We're gonna see if they can figure out what's wrong with the suspension, and then we'll go from there. So yeah, let's go. So we are rolling on the highway going 70 miles an hour. But another thing I'm seeing with this car developing now that wasn't here like 3 weeks ago when I last drove this is when I let go of the steering wheel, it's shaking a bit on its own. Now let me try to demonstrate here. I let go and no, it's not going to do it. There's a lot of cops in this area too, so I'm not trying to get caught filming while driving. But let's see if I can make it do it. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. But basically, when I let go of the steering wheel, it is shaking a little bit when it gets up to high speed. At like 35, 40 miles an hour is pretty solid, but like 70, 80, it's starting to shake a little bit. I don't know, man. I have no idea what this could be, but let's go to the dealership and see what they say. here we are, BMW of Westlake, 1 hour and 2 minutes late to our appointment. Let's go. Well, I'm sitting at the BMW dealership right now, as you guys can hopefully see. I'm recording on my iPhone, so I don't really know what you guys are looking at right now. But basically what happened is I came an hour late. They said they got all the lifts booked right now. All the lifts have cars on them, and they can't take my car. So what happened is we went on a ride along with one of their techs, and I demonstrated the noise, so they can't say that the noise wasn't there. And I showed them that like the suspension is not fine, just like I've been saying for the past, like 10,000 miles, and it's only the passenger side strut. And so now basically they booked me an appointment for next Friday to see what the problem is with it up in the air. And basically the guy was trying to like guess. I made the guy guess what he thought it would be, and he thought like maybe it was like the front strut, or what else did he say? I don't know. Basically just the front strut, or like a couple bushings, or one or two other parts that are pretty cheap. The one thing that was scaring me was front struts, and I was like, how much would those cost to replace? And he's like, well, you know, you got to replace both, because, you know, if one's going bad, the others are going to go bad too. And plus, if you replace one and not the other, then it's going to make the car sit like unlevel and whatever. And I was like, yeah, I get it. That's fine. And I mean, like, my dad's going to be pretty pissed off after just replacing all the air suspension in the CLS 63. But, you know, it is what it is. And so I was like, you know, give me an estimate. How much is it going to cost? And he goes, are you ready for this? $1,300 to $1,800 parts alone, not even including labor. $2,000 parts alone without even tax on there. And, you know, BMW can... I'm not paying $2,000 for regular X5 struts. That's more than my AMG, man, and that was air suspension. I just checked FCP Euro, and the struts are like $130 to $170 a piece, so that's cool. It's $300, and if these guys are cheap with the labor, I'll go to the dealer. If not, I'll see if my German indie mechanic can do it. But so that's the situation right now, and we'll drive back home, and we'll come back next Friday, I guess, and we'll probably have the new tires on by then. So yeah. Can't forget about this. Let's go. All right, guys. So since we're out, I also needed windshield wiper blades for the BMW. So we're here at AutoZone, and I'm just gonna grab some Bosch wiper blades real quick. So yeah, let's just go get it.
One week later.
All right, guys, quick update. It is 1 week later. It is Friday. I am an hour late to my appointment again, but we're going to go put the tires in the back of the BMW. We're going to run over to the dealership. We're going to get the new tires put on, get the suspension checked, and hopefully finally figure out what's wrong with it. And yeah, we're 1 hour late, so here's a quick cutscene of me putting in the tires, and let's go. Alright boys, we're back home. The BMW has fresh new Continental tires on it, and I apologize for making the second half of the video kind of crappy and kind of confusing, but basically I went to the dealership for this the second time with my mom and my little sister. because I needed to order more keys. We only had one key left for the BMW. We lost the other one, and my mom had to be with me because the car's registered under her name, and they won't make keys unless the owner's there, you know? So basically, I wanted to get some footage and go back into the shop and like record the guys putting the tires on the car and all that kind of stuff. But because I was with my little sister and my mom, I ended up just like sitting out in the waiting room with them, looking at all the cars. I'm sure I'm like showing you guys like a bunch of shots. I did record footage of like all the cars they had in the showroom, but so that's what happened there. Basically though, we're back. We did put the tires on, but in typical BMW fashion, it wouldn't be a trip to the dealership if we didn't come back with the entire list of all new things that need to be replaced for thousands of dollars. So basically, I just want to talk about like what happened, you know, how much we spent, this and that. We ordered 2 new keys, haven't even programmed them yet. Just ordering 2 new keys, I paid $537.04. And then we got the 2 new tires put in. That charged me $403.78. It was $200 for the tires to get them put on, $34 in like shop charges, taxes, this and that, so $400. All in, guys, I spent about $940 just putting tires on the thing and getting 2 new keys. Not even programming them yet. And so basically, it gave me an update on the suspension. And to summarize, basically, everything in the front suspension needs to be replaced. They told me let me read exactly their shop notes. They said replace both front struts, both front thrust arms, and both front sway bar end links. Align the vehicle. They said that they found the right front strut was bent, looked like it was in an accident. They found both front thrust arms to be worn out, and they found both front sway bar end links to have play in them. And they said the total cost of this would be $3,227.46 to replace. And I've already been looking around. I shopped around. I looked at like A1 Auto Parts. Never looked there before, but you know, I was looking. They have all these parts like $500. And FCP Euro, funny enough, doesn't have like any of this. They have the front struts, but otherwise they don't have like the thrust arms and all that other stuff. So, yeah. I'll probably put in Bilstein struts. I think FCP Euro sells those with the lifetime warranty for like $170 a strut. All in, we're talking like what, $340 for new struts and the thrust arms and this and that. All in all, it's gonna be like another $1,000 to get the suspension sorted on this thing, and it does need it done. But otherwise, new tires are on it, and let me tell you, it went from feeling like complete garbage running on those run flat tires to feeling like a dream on these normal, nice rubber Continental DWS 06s. It feels absolutely amazing. It feels like a brand new car, honestly. I drove it right out of the dealership, and I was like, wow. It doesn't even feel like the same car anymore. Honestly, it feels just about the same as my Lexus here with broken suspension, so I can't wait to feel it with this fixed suspension. But yeah, guys, that's an update for that. Sorry I couldn't record any footage, and you know, the second half was kind of crappy and boring, I know. But that's the update with the BMW. That's what's going on. I'll make another update video when I order the front suspension and get all that fixed. But yeah, I hope you guys found this entertaining, and maybe you guys found this helpful if you guys are experiencing the same thing with your BMW. And with that, I'll see you guys next video.